Every relationship experiences arguments. It's not fun, but it's normal. If you never argue, where's the passion? Of course, constant fighting isn't healthy. But occasional conflict clears the air and brings hidden issues to the surface. And here's the silver lining. Once the argument settles, or even in the middle of it, you can redirect all that intense energy into something that actually brings you closer. You might be wondering this because we're told arguments are always bad. But here's the reality. Every relationship has problems occasionally. You can either let things slide and build resentment, or you can sort it out together. Not everyone can stay calm during conflict. Most people can't. That's normal. Arguments help resolve issues, as long as you set boundaries so they don't turn nasty. Remember, at the end of the day, you love one another. Your connection is more important than anger. But a relationship without any arguments at all? That's not normal. It lacks passion, lacks care, and honestly, it's just a bit boring. Sex may be the last thing on your mind during an argument. But sometimes, when you're standing close, voices raised, hearts pounding, that angry energy suddenly shifts. The heavy breathing, the intensity, the physical closeness. It can turn into something else entirely. If you've ever ended an argument by throwing each other into bed, you've experienced make-up sex. And here's why it works. Your brain processes pleasure, pain, fear, and anger similarly. All intense feelings release chemicals that make your heart race and your breathing quicken. When you redirect that rage into intimacy, you're channeling intense passion into connection. That's why make-up sex often feels more passionate and primal than romantic lovemaking. It's raw. It's real. It's the tension finally releasing. But here's the warning. As passionate as make-up sex can be, never create conflicts just to have it. If you start picking fights to get that fiery energy, that's not healthy. It could upset your partner. Worse, it could tear the relationship apart because you're living in constant crisis just to feel passion. Make-up sex should be a byproduct of real conflict resolution, not a strategy to manufacture drama. Now, if you find yourself feeling that tingle in the middle of a real argument, here's how to turn it into something positive. Step 1. Get close while arguing. You may be in a rage, but force yourself into their personal space. The physical closeness, even if it feels awkward at first, can shift the energy. A few moments of proximity can turn anger into something else entirely. Step 2. Hold them firmly but don't hurt them. If the fight is escalating, holding them firmly can ground the moment. If you feel that surge of anger turn into arousal, you're ready. But remember, only kiss them if they partially reciprocate. Sometimes one partner is too upset for intimacy. Respect that. Step 3. Reciprocate and take the moment. If they kiss you back, angrily or with passionate silence, don't wait. Make-up sex is often quick and intense, not slow and romantic. Step 4. Apologize. Apologies come easier when you're locked in a passionate embrace. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Apologize in the heat of the moment. They'll soften, or they'll apologize back. Passionate apologies are more effective than cold, distant ones. Step 5. Talk about your feelings calmly. Afterward, your defenses are down. Your ego is softer. Now is the time to talk. Share your feelings honestly. Sex makes truthful communication feel easier. Don't slow down, but don't stop talking either. Say what you feel. You'll learn that intimacy makes honesty flow naturally. Step 6. Release the remaining tension. If you're still angry, channel it. Not to hurt, just to release. But never go too far. Never intentionally hurt your partner. If they say stop, stop. Make-up sex is passionate, not punishing. Make-up sex isn't a solution to recurring problems. It's a release valve. A way to reconnect after conflict. If you're always fighting about the same things, that's a red flag. You're not resolving issues, you're just covering them up. Use the post-sex calm to actually talk. Address the root of the argument. That's how you grow together, not just stay together. Arguments happen. Passion can follow. When you fight, remember you're on the same team. Redirect that intensity into connection. Apologize. Talk. Release. And never forget that you love each other more than you love being right.